Okay, everybody, welcome back. It's Mo again. So, what we're going to do in this lecture is to establish an actual trust. We're finally doing it between both organizations. Watch this. Since they could ping and they could resolve names, my next step is to create trust. So, I'm going to go to Udemy, first of all. Let me log on. And let me also go to Coursera and log on. Okay, so what I do over here is the following. I'm going to go back to Server Manager, Tools, Active Directory, Domains and Trusts. I'm going to right click on my parent domain, which is Udemy, and choose Properties, Trusts, New Trust. All right. And I'm going to go next. And I'm going to put Coursera in the list over here, dot local, right? It says external or forest. What does that mean? External, which means from one domain to another, only involves two domains. If I say a forest trust, that means all the domains in my forest will be able to talk to all the domains in the other forest, and that's called a transitive trust. So I want to make a trust between just two domains. In my case, both are actually the same since each forest only has one domain. So I'm going to choose external trust and go next. Two-way, which means they both can connect to each other. If I do two-way over here, then I have to do two-way on the other side. If I do one-way incoming here, I have to do one-way outgoing there. If it's incoming over here, that means this domain can access Coursera, but Coursera cannot access Udemy. Maybe Udemy is taking over Coursera. We don't need Coursera to access Udemy. We just want Udemy to access Coursera. So I do incoming on this side and outgoing on the other side, and vice versa in case. So I'm going to do two-way and go next. And I'm going to create the trust only on this domain. If I do both, I need to have the administrator password of the other domain. So I want each one to create the trust, and it's going to ask for a shared password. And I'm going to go next. Domain wide, which means all the users in this domain will be able to access all the users in the other domain, and they only have read access. Selective, which means I have to choose who has access. I'm going to go with the defaults, domain wide, the trust password, and this is the same password that I put on the other side, and go next, and next, and next, and I don't need to confirm since each one is doing it on their own, and finish. Before this can actually be working, I have to create where? On the other side. So if I go back to Server Manager here, Tools, Active Directory Domains and Trusts, and I'm going to right click on my parent, choose Properties, go to the Trust tab, and do a New Trust, and go next. And here I'm going to put what? Udemy, right? Dot local, and go next. External, same thing. Next, two-way, next, this domain only, next, domain wide, and put the trust password and confirm it. Then I'm going to go next, next, and next, right? And finish. I'm done. Guess what? If I go to the properties, I could take a look at the trust itself and change whatever modifications from before. I'm not going to change. I'm going to leave it as it is. So what I'm going to do right now is the trust is established between both sides. That's all. What I'm going to do in our next lecture, we're going to go ahead and see how we could test connectivity between both using users and computers. Fully qualified is already done through NTFS shares. How can we actually do that? So we'll see you folks in a few moments. For now, bye everyone. Okay.